Northamptonshire County Cricket Club is one of 18 major county clubs within the domestic cricket structure of England and Wales. It represents the historic county of Northamptonshire. Its limited overs team is called the Northants Steelbacks, a reference to the Northamptonshire Regiment, which was formed in 1881. The name was supposedly a tribute to the soldiers' apparent indifference to the harsh discipline imposed by their officers. Founded in 1878, Northamptonshire held minor status at first but was a prominent member of the early Minor Counties Championship during the 1890s. In 1905, the club joined the county championship and the team was elevated to major status as an official first-class team. Northants has been classified as a List A team since the beginning of limited overs cricket in 1963, and as a major 2020 team since 2003. The club plays the majority of its games at the County Cricket Ground, Northampton, but has used outlier grounds at Kettering, Wellingborough and Peterborough in the past. It has also used grounds outside the county for one-day games, for example, at Luton, Tring and Milton Keynes. During the 2015 season, Northamptonshire played in Division 2 of the LV County Championship, Group A of the Royal London One Day Cup and the North Division of the NatWest T20 Blast. Honours First 11 Honours County Championship, Runners-up, 1912, 1957, 1965, 1976, Division 2, Winners, 2000, Runners-up, 2003, 2013, NatWest T20 Blast, Winners, 2013, Runners-up, 2015, National League Pro 40, Division 1, Runners-up, 2006, Division 2, Runners-up, 2003, Third Promoted, 1999, NatWest Trophy, Winners, 1976, 1992, Runners-up, 1979, 1981, 1987, 1990, 1995, Benson and Hedges Cup, Winners, 1980, Runners-up. 1987, 1996, Minor Counties Championship, Winners Euro 1903, 1904, shared Euro 1899, 1900. Second 11 Honours Second 11 Championship, Winners Euro 1960, 1998 Second 11 Trophy, Winners Euro 1986, 1998. Records. Team totals, batting, record partnership for each wicket, bowling, wicket-keeping. History. Earliest cricket Cricket had probably reached Northamptonshire by the end of the 17th century and the first two references to cricket in the county are within a few days of each other in 1741. On Monday 10 August, there was a match at Woburn Park between a Bedfordshire 11 and a combined Northants and Huntingdonshire 11. Woburn Cricket Club under the leadership of the Duke of Bedford was on the point of becoming a well-known club. On Tuesday 18 August, a match played on the Cow Meadow near Northampton between two teams of amateurs from Northamptonshire and Buckinghamshire is the earliest known instance of cricket being played in Northamptonshire County. Origin of club On July 31, 1878, the official formation of Northants CCC took place at a meeting in the George Hotel, Kettering based on an existing organisation that dated back to 1820. The 1820 date, if it could be verified, would make Northants the oldest club in the present-day county championship. The club came to prominence in the Minor Counties Championship during the 1890s as, between 1900 and 1904, the bowling of George Thompson and William East was much too good for almost all batsmen at that level. The county applied for first-class status in 1904 and was promoted the following year when it joined the county championship. He played its inaugural first-class match versus Hampshire CCC at Southampton on 18th, 19th and 20th May 1905 when making its county championship debut. Stepping up to first-class although Thompson and East proved themselves to be bowlers of high class, a weak batting lineup meant that the team remained close to the bottom of the championship table until Sidney Smith arrived in 1909. After 3 years in the middle of the table, Northants surprisingly improved to finish second in 1912 and fourth in 1913. Thompson, Smith and William Bumper Wells formed one of the strongest attacks in county cricket at the time, whilst Smith and Hayward were the county's best batsmen. Thompson and Smith finished playing after World War I and, during the interwar period, Northamptonshire were regularly one of the weaker championship sides. This was exacerbated when Valence Jupp declined due to age and, despite the arrival of Nobby Clark, a young left-arm fast bowler from Huntingdonshire who burst onto the scene at the age of 20 in 1922 with 20 wickets at an average of 17.10, and Fred Bakewell, an exciting batsman who regularly exceeded 1,000 runs a season. Northamptonshire could only finish above second from last 4 times between 1923 and 1948, finishing last every year from 1934 to 1938 and enduring a run of 99 matches from May 14, 1935 to May 29, 1939 without a single championship victory, a record that has never been beaten and does a Euro unregistered trademark T look like being beaten in the future. Things got worse for Northamptonshire during this time when Bakewell's career ended due to a broken arm in a car crash that also resulted in the fatality of teammate, Reginald Northway. The post-war recovery after the Second World War, things could only get better for Northamptonshire and they started by recruiting widely from other counties and countries, bringing in Freddie Brown from Surrey, the Australians Jock Livingstone, George Tripe and Jack Manning, the New Zealander Peter Arnold, and the Cambridge University opening bat and leg spinner Raman Subbarao. Brown joined as captain in 1949, and led the team to 6th place in his first season after previous years of disappointment. Under the new leadership of Dennis Brooks, finished second in 1957, their best finish for 45 years. This was mainly due to the bowling attack of Frank Tyson, Vincent Broderick, Michael Allen, George Tripe and Manning. Northamptonshire were widely considered the best team in England in the late 1950s and early 1960s. During this time Keith Andrew, Northants' best ever wicket-keeper, broke the records of most victims in an innings and a season. Subsequently, the club has seen mixed fortunes. The club has had intermittent success in one-day competitions, but it has still not won the county championship, although second place was achieved in each of 1957, 1965 and 1976. Nonetheless, it has included several famous players qualified for England, including the South African-born batsman Alan Lamb, fast bowler David Larter, the hard-hitting opener Colin Milburn, whose career was cut tragically short by an eye injury sustained in a car crash, the reliable batsman David Steele and Rob Bailey, opening batsman Wayne Larkins, and all-rounders Peter Willey and David Cape. Several notable overseas players such as Matthew Hayden, Curtly Ambrose, Andrew Copyright Nell, Kapil Dev, Mike Hussey, Zafar Noors, Mushtaq Mohammed, Anil Kumbal, Dennis Lilly and Bishan Bedi have starred for the club, which was particularly formidable as a one-day batting outfit in the late 1970s and early 1980s. More recently, Lance Klusener and Monty Panizza have been notable players. Northants have recently been criticised for the number of Kolpak players in the team, but for the 2009 season there were only 3 in Andrew Hall, Johan van der Wath and Nicky Boge, and only 1 in 2013 in Hall. Ground history. As with all county cricket clubs, Northamptonshire CCC represents the historic county and not any modern or current administrative unit. In Northamptonshire's case, this means the county of Northamptonshire and the town of Northampton, although the club have in the past played some home matches outside the historic borders such as in Luton and Milton Keynes. Northamptonshire first played at the county ground in Northampton in 1905, and continue to do so till this day, even though Northampton Town FC shared the ground up until 1994 when the Cobblers moved to Sixfields Stadium. After the football club moved, the ground at the Abington Avenue was demolished and replaced by a new indoor school which includes seating looking onto the ground. In 2009, Northants Cricket announced plans to improve the ground by building 2 new stands on the scoreboard side of the ground. There will also be a permanent commentary box with a view to have a mini Lords-style media centre. This following table gives details of every venue at which Northamptonshire have hosted a first-class, List A or 2020 cricket match. Current officials: President, the RT on the Lord Nashby, Chairman, Gavin Warren, Chief Executive, Ray Payne, Scorer, Tony Kingston, Head Groundsman, Paul Taylor. Coaching staff: Head Coach, David Ripley, Academy Director/Second 11 Coach, Phil Rowe, Performance Coach, Fielding Coach, Kevin Innes, Performance Coach, UK, Club Physiotherapist, Barry Galdrian. Players. Current squad. The Northamptonshire squad for the 2015 season consists of, No denotes the player's squad number, as worn on the back of their shirt. Denotes players with international caps. Denotes a player who has been awarded a county cap. Notable players. This list is compiled of international cricketers who have played Test and/or ODI cricket. It also includes players who have been mentioned in the 100 Greats, Northamptonshire County Cricket Club book, therefore making them notable to the county and international cricket scene. County captains. A complete list of officially appointed Northamptonshire captains can be found here. List of Northamptonshire cricket captains. Notable captains: Freddie Brown, Dennis Brooks, Raman Subbarao, Keith Andrew, Mushtaq Mohammed, Alan Lamb, Matthew Hayden, Mike Hussey. County caps. Northamptonshire do not automatically award caps to players on their first appearance. Instead, they have to be earned through good performances. In recent times, cricketers who were awarded a county cap are given a new cap with yellow stripes on the maroon instead of a plain maroon cap. The following players have received caps. Notes: previously known as the Gillette Cup between 1963 and 1980, the NatWest Trophy between 1981 and 2000 and the Cheltenham and Gloucester Trophy between 2001 and 2006. References. Bibliography: Rad, Andrew. 100 Greats, Northamptonshire County Cricket Club. Northampton, Tempest Publishing Limited. ISBN 0-7524-2195-6. Further reading: H. S. Altham, A History of Cricket, Volume 1, George Allen and Unwin, 1962, Derek Blee, A Social History of English Cricket, Oram, 1999, Roland Bowen, Cricket, A History of Its Growth and Development, Aaron Spottiswoode, 1970, H. T. Waghorn, Cricket Scores, Notes, etc., Blackwood, 1899, Roy Webber, The Playfair Book of Cricket Records, Playfair Books, 1951, Playfair Cricket Annual Euro Various Editions, Wisden Cricketer's Almanac Euro Various Editions. External links: Official website, BBC Sport, Sky Sports, Cricinfo, ECB.